Have you guys seen that reverse French ombre illusion that has been like going wild on TikTok? Come on, come sit with me. Come on in. We're gonna learn how to do it today. I figured I'd catch the wave and show you guys how to do it so that you guys have something in your nail arsenal. All right. Hey y'all. Hey. Okay. So I just finished filing all of my nails. If you missed the application tutorial on could you sculpt velvety gel, the answer is yes. And I just finished all of my finished filing, and I'm going to do the ombre on these two. I was going to use I promise. Okay, so I was going to use transfer foils today, you guys, but then I'm like, you know what, it might be dope if I showed everyone how to do that ombre tutorial. Sometimes I take for granted that I kind of know a little bit more things because I know technique. I know a lot of different techniques, and sometimes I forget that everyone that follows me does not have all the technical experience that I have. So I wanted to show you guys how to do that design. So if you want to come on in and watch me do that, then please do so. If this is your first time here, my name is Dom. I am a brand ambassador for Glitz Accessories and such, and anything you see me use today will be available on the website for a discount using my code HEYDOM, HEYDOM. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with either color. You need two colors, okay? You need two colors. Now, the original creator of this design uses acrylic as a mattifying agent for her first background application. I am not going to apply acrylic, okay, to my particular set, but she does use acrylic, and I will tag her when I'm done with this live, and to make sure you guys can go and watch the original. She's amazing. She has been doing this design for pretty much ever, and it just caught wave when she posted it on TikTok, I'm sure. So I'm going to start with both my colors side by side on my fingernail. It literally does not matter which one you start with. You're just going to apply the color down one side, and then you're going to apply the color down the other color down the opposite side. Now, yes, if you know about this velvety gel that I have on my nails, covering it up with this polish will negate the glow in the dark and thermal effect of the velvety gel. However, that doesn't bother me because underneath it'll still glow. Hey Jen, hey my twin. And if you guys, if this is your first time joining as well, you are welcome to ask me questions. I'm here for it. I don't care what kind of question it is. You just ask me. We can talk, you know. This is a really quick, simple design, and I'm excited to show you guys how I would do it. Okay, so we have the one color on one side, and then we're going to do one color on the opposite side. You're going to make sure that they kiss each other, and be very careful that you do not put any colors back into your jars. So you're going to need as well with you a lint-free wipe to wipe off your brushes before they go back into the bottle. Now, it is also best for this design that I found to use complementing colors or similar colors, one light, one dark, but you could do whatever the heck you want to do, right? Art is subjective. If you want to put red and purple together, then do so. I don't too much care for red and purple together, but you know, if you want to do that, then do it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep applying to both sides. And then I'm going to go and switch over to my ombre brush. Now, a lot of people don't know how to use ombre brushes, and I'm going to show you why. Or why I think a lot of people don't know how to use them. When you go into an ombre brush, my ombre brush is number 1 in the floral brush collection. If you sit here and try to just use the bristle tips, okay? So ombre brushes usually have these long set of bristles and then a dense, compact, flat brush attached, right? When you're ombreing, a lot of people just attempt to use the bristles themselves, right? That's going to make it nice and streaky. And if you want that texture look, then by all means use just the bristles. But if you want to get a nice even ombre, what you need to do is the brush needs to be parallel to the color, to the nail, right? So you place it down and you pull. So it's going to load the color into the densely packed flat brush here, and then the actual longer bristles will be the ones that mix, okay? Oh no, you said you've been watching a million, you still suck at it. Well, this is why. This is how, well, not why, but how you can troubleshoot it and see if you can fix that, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lie right brush on the nail. Lie it down, okay? You can start at the top, you can start at the bottom. It really does not matter at this point, but also what's really most important is that you have your lint-free wipe next to you. Okay, and ready to remove any excess product off of the brush. Now you want to keep your brush as dry as possible. Try not to wet it, because if you wet your brush, then you're going to have some other issues. Wetting means don't put alcohol on the brush, right? Okay, so I'm going to place my bristles right into the gel paint, and I'm going to pull. Okay, now you can already see that is trying to do some ombre work, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that excess polish, right? And we're going to keep going. The faster you work, right, the more blending you will get. Okay? And you want to keep your brush on the same side. So your bristles need to remain on the same side. Even if you move your brush away from the nail, you need to come back to the same position. Otherwise, you're going to contaminate your lighter color or the opposite color, whichever you choose to do. Okay? So I'm just going to keep going, and as you can see, this is now nicely blended. It doesn't take much effort at all. Okay, you're probably going to want to need a cleanup brush because you're going to get this off of your skin before you cure. We're going to go ahead and do the opposite finger, or the next hand, or next finger. Again, you're going to do flat brush. Okay, the bristles here are taking that color and pulling it, and that densely packed flat brush back there is actually the one that's ombre. Okay, you can turn your brush to the side like this, and it's going to just have that one color loaded, and you can fix any imperfections or get closer to the side walls with that one color. If you keep it flat while you're trying to correct corners, you are going to contaminate your nail. Okay, just want you guys to know that. Make sure you keep your ombre brush flat. Remove excess product as you work. Okay, going to do it again just one last time because I like it like this, and I'm going to take these long strokes. Even if you got a short fingernail, you do it in short strokes. Okay, I'm going to take another brush really quick to clean my cuticle area. I'm going to take some alcohol, and I'm just going to take it and I'm going to remove that excess gel. Do not cure gel onto your skin or your client's skin. You can't get it off comfortably afterwards. Okay, you can't. No matter how much you think you can, it's not comfortable. Even if your clients don't react, it's not comfortable. Remove that gel before you cure. Now we're going to go ahead and go in the lamp for 60 seconds. Hey, Nancy. Thank you. I'll pin my code for it. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. So can't even speak. Thank you for popping my code up there. Oh, you're going to try it later? Please do. Please try any. I do have some more gel ombre tutorials in my previous lives. I'm going to start trying to do more gel ombre tutorials because I know a lot of people cannot ombre gel. I don't know what it is, but I know a lot of people can't. It's a little bit easier to ombre acrylics. It's a little bit easier to ombre hard gels. But gel polish itself, sometimes I do find a lot of my students or a lot of people that know me do ask me, how the heck do you ombre gel? So we will visit that a little bit more often coming up. So now what I want to do is I want to make sure that this background is opaque. So I'm going to go in and do one more layer of the same colors, right? We're not switching them yet. Just keep going. Right? So we're going to apply just a second coat. Just like if you were to do a regular like polish. This takes a little bit more effort. So make sure you charge accordingly. This is not a simple, I mean it's simple, but this is not like, oh, I'm done. You know, this is not a one coat polish at all. Also, you don't want to undercut the original creator as well, because she had a lot of different, probably had a lot of different ideas, and it probably took her a minute to get to this, and you don't want to be that person that's like, well, she did it for $15, but I'm going to do it for $5. Don't do that. Okay? Don't undercut the creator of the design. Make sure you charge appropriately for something of this nature. It'll be $25 extra for me if I did 4 nails or more. Just in case you guys are wondering, because I know that question is going to probably pop up next. Well, how much should I charge? Your charge should depend on your product, what you want in return, and you have to price competitively for your area. Now, what I don't mean, like if Nancy, see, look, I was about to use Nancy as a generic name. Let me not use Nancy. Barbara. If Barbara down the street is charging $10 for ombre, and you know for a fact that if you charge $10 for ombre, that's not going to net you any profit, don't sit there and charge $7 to try to beat her, right? You charge what you need to charge to make your profit. Okay? If you do not do this, you guys, if you sit there and worry about everybody else, I promise you're going to go broke. I promise. I speak from experience. I promise you're going to go broke. This is stuff they don't tell you. Right? Nancy charges $5 and you can go. Can you go lower? Nope. Sorry, Nancy, I cannot go lower. Nancy, she gonna have to come up on her prices. I cannot do this for no $5. No, ma'am. All this effort. There's a lot of effort. And then to make it look nice, no, ma'am. So I've seen a lot of people try to replicate this design as I like scroll through TikTok and Instagram, and you know, and what I find is that people stop blending. They literally stop blending, and you have all these like really weird, I don't know, like striations in the nail. I'm like, dude, keep going. Like it doesn't take that much more time to make sure that that blend is on point. It does take effort, but it doesn't take that much more time. Make sure that blend is nice, right? Look at this. You see? I give it to you closer. You could do it for two, 2 for $5. What? No, I do 2 for $10. How about that? I'm gonna one up you. I'm gonna one up Nancy down the street. See, now me, Nancy, and Barbara competing against each other. We should be competing against ourselves, trying to make ourselves better. We should be our only competition. You should be better than the day before, than you were the day before. That's how I feel. Every day you need to be learning something, get more knowledge, gain more knowledge every day. No matter what happens, you can always like learn and better yourself. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want to pull this out, and I'm going to do something that she doesn't show. I'm going to actually top coat this nail. I'm going to use a glossy top coat. Okay, I'm going to use glossy top coat, but I'm going to use Glitz No Wipe top coat. I'm going to apply it over the design, and I'm going to fully cure it, because I'm going to show you guys a little easier technique. I got polish all over my finger. Look, I'm that client that bumped their nails in the light. Don't hate me, y'all. That's what I get for turning my hands over. This is such a pretty top coat. Oh my gosh. It's so like clear, and I mean all of our clear products are clear, but I think like this is just 10 times as good. I don't know. I might be biased. I might. But it's rightfully so. Y'all always wonder what's a good top coat. No Wipe top coat from Glitz. I hold. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cure this in place, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to remove that. Ooh, it's so pretty. Okay. Now, here's the fun part, right? That everybody's like, what the heck? How does it do that, right? You need to place your 2 colors on a palette. I don't care if it's a marble palette from Glitz, which is amazing. They stay cold, so your gels don't start moving around too much. They kind of stay in place. And they're really easy to clean. They're beautiful, good to look, you know, have around. But also you can use anything else that you have available that is easily cleaned. Don't use anything porous, like don't use a sponge or something to like, don't do that. I've seen that before where they put like color on a sponge. I'm like, don't you realize that like the sponge is going to like absorb it? But anyway, I'm like, whatever. They were like, it's a dry sponge. I'm like, okay. I'm not gonna argue. It's just okay. Okay, so what we need to do now, let me see, where's my file? I'm literally just going to file this off. Very gently. It still is skin. But gel doesn't stay on skin at all. It'll come off. Even if I didn't do this, it'll come off in the shower. But also, I want to preface or warn you guys, don't do this. Don't like get stuff on your clients. Just don't do it. It's best to not do it. Alright, here's a beginner tip, right? You're so excited to see this? Yo! Yay! Okay, so Nancy says you should charge Reverse French Design at least $10 to $15 a nail. This is not only product, it's your technique, skill, and experience. Oh, and your talent. Yes, ma'am. So I agree with Nancy. So it would be at least like $10, $10, $15 per nail. Like this takes time. It takes technique. It's interesting. It's really cool, you know? Alright, so I'm going to zoom in for you guys. I'm trying to move my fingers out of the way. I am on a caffeine high, if you haven't noticed. My hands are shaking, but here's a beginner tip, right? We're going to go right where everything meets. We're going to go straight down with our dotting tool, okay? We're going to go up and create our French line. Now this is for people who can't, or who are like, I can't use a brush. It's just difficult. It's fine. If you can't use a brush to do line work, it is fine. All right. Now, what you want to do now is go ahead and switch over to your twin tip brush. Now that you've created your line, you see your line right there, right? You're going to switch over to your twin tip brush. You're going to go into your dark blue or whatever color you're using. And you're going to go straight down and fill in this area opposite of the original color side. Okay? So dark blue was on the left side first. Now it's going to be on the right for the French. Okay? This is what creates that beautiful, beautiful illusion. Okay? Now what you're going to do is go in, you wipe your brush off, take your dotting tool, right? And you're going to create the opposite angle, right? You're going to touch and then you're going to pull. Right? This is for those who can't use brushes to create lines. Okay? I'm going to show you how to do it just with the brush with the next nail, I promise. Okay? Right? And then you take your twin tip brush, load the bristles, and you polish straight down over the dark blue side or the darker side. So you're switching sides, remember? Okay. Now you shouldn't have any issues with like opacity just because you did all the 2 layers underneath. So you shouldn't have any issues with opacity. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take, oopsie, I've dropped something every live, y'all. I just dropped my cuticle oil. Wipe my fingers off. Anyway, going to take our ombre brush. Let me turn my hand, okay? I'm going to take my hand and we're going to, again, this is top coated, okay? This area is top coated, so it is okay for me to take this and blend it down, right? Remember, keep blending. It is okay. Right? You're going to take that original brush. I'm using my velvety gel brush. You can also use your 3D brush. If you have a Glitz 3D brush, you can use your 3D brush. Right? Just a small bit of alcohol, and you're going to clean this area to create. The brush itself needs to be dry, but you use the alcohol to prep the brush and the bristles. Okay, I feel like I went a little too deep with the brush, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload my dotting tool and I'm going to fill in the area that I lost, but I'm not going to disrupt the ombre that I just created on the tip. I do want to make sure this is like covered on this side. I do have a blind spot when I'm filming, so forgive me if I turn my hand sometimes. Now we're going to use these bristles, right? And we're going to continually blend, right, until we get that perfect ombre. Alright, so let's turn it over, and there is that illusion. If you wanted to, which I will show you, I'll try not to mess it up, you can even remove more, right? And create a deeper smile. So the artistic direction is up to you. Okay. And there you have it. There is the reverse French tip. I'm going to go ahead and cure this so I don't sit here and bump it like a smart person that I am. And then I'm going to show you how to do it with the brush. Just the brush. Thank you so much. Hey, Candy House. You don't have to fully cure it just yet, okay? The only reason why you don't have to fully cure it just yet is because you're only trying to keep it from moving, okay? Now let's go ahead and do it again, but this time with the brush instead of the dotting tool. So we're going to go in opposite colors, right? Try to do one and do about here. When you are using a brush, just commit. Okay, commit to polishing. Just go for it. Don't think it. Don't rethink what you're doing. Just go. Because if you think about it, you're gonna start creating jagged lines, and it's gonna be awful. It's just gonna be like, oh, I can't get this line straight. My recommendation is to literally just go. Got to get over here and get my blind spot, so excuse me, my hand will be in the camera for a second. You guys can't see it either, I don't think, when I'm filming until I turn my hand over. So the only omission in this particular design that is not mine, I will again go find her again because I have her saved, because what I don't like is when people recreate designs and then don't give credit where credit's due. So I'm gonna go grab her information from my phone, and I'm gonna post her with this tutorial. I'm gonna have to edit it because I can't do it while I'm like when I first upload it, because it won't allow me to come back. So I'm gonna edit it. So you can just use your brush if this is all you have. If you do not have a blending tool or anything like that, just use your twin tip brush to start it. Then you go back in with your, I got art herpes on there. Glitter, it's glitter. You go back in. Let me turn my finger for you guys. And then we're going to blend. Again, keeping that ombre brush parallel to the nail surface. A lot of people don't know that. They just try to blend with the tips, and that's not correct. It's not going to do what you want it to do, I promise. Dry brush. Remove any excess gel. And what I'm doing when I take my hand away is I'm wiping my dry brush off of, I'm wiping it off because I don't want any color to go back to the nail. If you need to clean your bristles with alcohol, do so, but make sure you dry that brush before you come back to the nail. Otherwise, you're going to have some issues. There we go. It's so cute. Alright. I think I'm going to keep it nice and shiny So what I'm going to do is go ahead and pop this in the lamp and put it in place. Here is my wipe. And I don't think you should do it with green too. Oh, yes. I definitely want to. I should. Oh, that would be so pretty. I could do this hand. That would be cool. I can make press-ons for this hand. That would be really, really cool. Oh, okay. I'm going to do a live exclusive set. But I'm also going to do a set for myself. So, we're going to do back and forth. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, big idea. Thank you, Nancy. Good idea. I touched it again. Look. Terrible. I'm terrible. Let's go ahead and top coat all of my nails for now. And then we'll come back and we'll do another design or some more nail art soon. Sooner than later. Definitely gonna do neon green and forest green. That is the most cute idea ever. So you guys, the biggest thing with this design, don't stop blending. Keep going, keep blending, don't stop, okay? You can choose to mattify this design, or you can choose to keep it glossy. With matte, it will make the design stand out more. So just be mindful of that. What else? What else? Thank you for tuning in today. You guys, you've been nothing but awesome for sticking it out with me. If you want to use anything that I use today, you can head over to glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com to place an order. Use my code HeyDom so that you get a discount. Do not shop without my code, ever. Always get your discount, right? There's a direct link in my bio. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns about anything, you are welcome to DM me or comment below any of my videos, even this live, if I missed your comments during the live tutorial. If you guys are a replay viewer, hey y'all, thank y'all for replaying my video and getting to the end. You have now an instant access to the next live tutorial. I do really appreciate you guys for everything and for using my code. You help support me and my family, whether you know it or not, at no other expense to you. It actually helps you, so everyone gets help at once. So you help me, I help you, right? I get you a discount and you help to support these free tutorials. Now let's go ahead and cure this top coat on. And then hit my finger again. Lord jeez. To retain any shape, if you guys do not know, you just remove any excess product off the sides, okay? Make sure that you clean your fingers. Make sure if you do that, you use a gloved hand or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the lamp for 60 seconds. And we are all done for right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will show you the last reveal shot of these beautiful nails. The reverse ombre French trend that's going on right now. I couldn't pass it. I was going to, like I said, I take advantage, or take, what is the word? Oh my gosh. I don't even know right now. But sometimes I don't take into consideration that everyone doesn't know what I know. That everyone that follows me doesn't know what I know. So I need to share a little bit more, right? Few more seconds. I'm gonna remove this excess gel off my fingers real quick before I do the final reveal. This is hilarious. Terrible, Dom. Tell your clients not to hit their fingers in the lamps. Just be like, yeah, be careful. Don't close your fingers. Don't look at them. Just put them directly in the lamp for me. Otherwise, they're going to be walking around like Dom with polish all on the side. Right? Everything is tact free. So I'm just going to add my cuticle oil. When I say my cuticle oil, it's because I hand blend it and I do sell it. I didn't make a new batch yet because the holidays are coming, and I always do special scents for the holidays, like caramel apple and pumpkin and stuff like that. So the new batch is not created yet. I don't add any preservatives, so I try to make them and sell them at the same time. I don't really keep a stock. Alright, here we go. Thank you guys again, and I will see you guys in the next live tutorial. Toodles.